day, people. So I just came on here, right? Because I felt like I needed to share some things. Now, everything don't need to be shared. Everything don't need to be said. But I seem to be a safe space. Like the channel is an extension of me. And since this channel is a safe space, I'm recognizing, oh, I'm a safe space too. And, it's something that I've been noticing for years, how individuals, sometimes even when I'm traveling, I could be traveling on mass transit and somebody can get into my aura and feel my aura and take it upon themselves to either ask me for advice or just share, just dump whatever they're going through. And I don't hold it. I don't hold it. I typically am in that moment. I release it. I go forward. But I had a very interesting conversation yesterday when I was going over what my perceptions are for something, a matter. And another person was sharing with me their perceptions, and they went very deep into sharing, their standpoint. And although I was present in the conversation, I also realized, oh, they're at that standpoint for several different reasons. Fear, possibly a bad experience, and where they are, I don't want to be there. First of all, the SupaTea Podcast Show is about fearlessness. Second of all, it's about freedom. So I certainly don't want to be like they still had baggage that they were carrying from a very long time ago, because if they weren't carrying that baggage, those things wouldn't even have any place or space mind, in their mind or in their body. Um, Speaking of bodies, as you see, I got some toothpaste on this pimple because my body is currently purging, and I'm helping the release of the toxins with some oregano, and that oregano scroll. So I'm expecting, the pimples because that's just part of the process, right? But so they kept trying to impose an individual, and I'm like, well, why? Like, I am very, very, very intentional. And although I leave room for obviously the universe to surprise me with pleasantries, I don't accept just anything or anyone into my energy field. I vet. I vet friends. I vet business associates. I vet business contacts. I vet. And I try to spirit by the spirit. So, like, I'm already going to know. You could be speaking right, it can look right on paper, but my spirit is going to reveal to me already what it is. And even though I have great reverence for those who in this lifetime, because let's be authentic, you know, um, your age in this lifetime does not determine your soul's age. Your soul can be very much older than the years you've been incarnated this time. I do know that reincarnation is something that factually happens. So, with that being said, you know, my cousin actually brought a good point because I was referring to to an individual with reverence, and my cousin was like, "Why are you referring to that person with reverence?" And I was like, "Because of their age." And they was like, "Okay, and are they in?" And she asked me a valid question: Are they in a position that you want to be in, or are they in the field that you want to be in? And I said, "Well, they're kind of in the field because of what they do, as far as community work." But then I thought more about it, and I was like, yeah, but I'm somewhere else. I'm not carrying my experiences that I've had um, with me. I've learned from them. I remember some of them. Some of them I don't even remember, like all of the details of. And because that's how detached. It's like I've been there, done that, not there no more. Here is where I'm at. I like where I'm at, and I know what it means. So with that being said, my openness to exploring something that's very controversial, that I'm not even going to mention what the topic is. I'm just going to say my openness to exploring something controversial is intentional. It's very intentional. It's not to just explore ignorantly. It's to explore with intention, meaning the individuals that would possibly be part of the exploration with me, they're also intentional. They're very specific type of individuals. They're not just surface individuals. They're soul deep individuals. And when I think about it, it makes me smile. It really does. It makes me smile. And yeah, I'm a veteran. So yeah, there is no space for anything to be deposited that does not align with who I am and what I intend for my life. And I love it. I love the space that I'm in. This incarnation, I'm fairly young. So to be in this space at the age I am is phenomenal. It's really, truly, indeed phenomenal. And I'm grateful to be here. So, with all of that being said, soon I'm going to be going into other topics because I am learning about different fields. One of the things that's part of my passions is a tool. And this particular tool is finance. Finance is a very important tool. And I wish. But you could get on, because were you trying to be offensive or were you trying to be funny? Well, thank you for the humor. But trust me, my freezer would be full right now if I had me some. Matter of fact, maybe I do got some. Let me go check the card. It's funny. It's humorous to me when individuals and their own insecurity project their own insecurity onto strangers. It's like, what's wrong? Like, why do you feel the reason to be judgmental? Are you that unhappy within yourself that you have to get on the internet and judge strangers? Like, I think you need to just turn your phone off at that point. Now, I'm going to press a button and get you off my platform very quickly. But, like, what was that even about? What does food stamps have to do with anything that was being discussed here? So I talked about reincarnation. I mentioned finance. I guess if you want to tie it into finance, but really, like, that's what you got up this morning or this today and decided that you were going to do. You were going to come on here and be judgmental to strangers that you have no idea about. That's what you were going to do. And even if you know about an individual, why? What's the purpose? You're not happy within yourself? You want to make somebody else feel like you? You can't. Not over here. You don't have that authority. Only I, hey, May Jackson. Only I have the authority over me, over me, over me. And I wish we all just knew that and operated like that, because some people allow other people to persuade how they feel about themselves. And you should never, ever let nobody persuade you to feel any way about yourself. You need to determine how you want to feel, even if you feel crappy. Like, people go through different emotions, okay? Don't think that I am always this way. I'm intentional and have spiritual practices to be this way. To allow divinity to utilize me as an optimal vessel to shine through in a unique way. However, I am still this human being. I have nervous system. I have, skin. They got nerves on the skin. There is pimples. Sometimes I pop the pimples. So I got little marks from the pops of the pimples, I I'm human, you know what I'm saying? So I have human experiences, and emotions happen, but I ultimately know that I'm more than what you see right here because I know I'm more. I know that whatever is flowing through, I can actually direct, stop, change, transmute, alchemize into what I want to experience. Yeah. So that is what we all have the ability to do with ourselves and with our emotions. Like we all have that ability. If you're watching this and you are a live, breathing human person and not a bot, then you got divinity within you, darlings. You got some God essence in you right now. What you gonna focus on? What you gonna pay attention to? You gotta have something. Thank you for the thumbs up that you grateful for something. I don't care what it is. It could be something that somebody else might think is small. It don't matter what somebody else think. What do you think? What do you think about the things that's in your life? What do you think about yourself? How do you feel about yourself? And if you're feeling crappy, that can pass, darling. Why are you feeling crappy? How would you like to feel? Thank you, Nay. Hey, hey, hey. I thought that little circle was something actually loading. I was waiting for something to pop up for a second. I was like, what's loading? I never seen that before. But no, honestly, like how you feel about yourself is what's important. The most important thing in your life. How you feel. Not even how your mother, how your father, how your children, like how you feel about you. As a sticker. It's cute. How you feel about you is what's most important. I realized it was a sticker once nothing actually popped up. It is a kitty inside of a cat box or a regular box? He's inside of a regular box. It's cute, Nay Jackson. Thank you. Where are you chiming in from? Where are you on the planets? It was cute. Where are you on the planet, Nay Jackson? I'm Northeast in the United States of America. We're not going to discuss the politics over here currently. I'm just going to say it's a hot mess. But it's about to get better. It's in the process of getting better. The best way I could describe the country is it's a baby. In the corner of the white that is a smile. In the corner of the white that is a smile. Farmington. I don't know where Farmington is. That is an interesting question, Robin. Kimberly. Kimberly, from what I've seen on the outside looking in, started out as a very determined, beautiful, powerful young lady. And what she has become now, I don't know. I think she got away from herself, from her true essence. And yeah, that's what I think about Kimberly. I have nothing. I have some opinions on Sean. Remember me? Oh, okay, Jordan. Thank you, Jordan. I appreciate you. The sun is going to come up and then. Okay, Nay. All right, Nay. How old are you, Nay Jackson? I'm just curious. What's your age? So I mean, again, Kimberly, as many other individuals, Jordan is 13. Okay, how old is Nay? Kimberly, again, like I said, she started out as a very determined, strong, beautiful young lady, and then she turned into something very different than what she started out as, and got involved with a lot of different things, and pretty much um, did a lot of things that I don't think somebody who is really happy and healthy within themselves would do to themselves. But I don't know what she went through. There's a lot of stuff coming up in regards to the entertainment industry. Hey, STL, in regards to people forcing themselves onto other people sexually, or even when they're not forcing themselves, persuading them through drugs, persuading them with money. And what do you say when you are a 15-year-old little girl in the hood and you just don't want to live in poverty? You don't want to walk outside and see crack vials on the ground. You've been introduced to luxury, and these people are like, hey, if you want to stay in this luxury, you got to come up off of that butt. Since we have young people in here, you go give up that butt. That's how that industry has been, you know. So unfortunately, um, it is what it is, you know. Unfortunately, those things are coming to the light so that we can all see. Those things are not new. They didn't just happen within the last 20 years. They have been happening probably from the inception, the beginning of Hollywood. And so the fact that these things are coming to the light for the public now to be aware of, we had suspicions, you know what I'm saying? But we didn't have no clear evidence until people really start speaking up and saying, no, I'm not going to do this no more. My heart goes out to Justin Bieber. My heart goes out to every child or any person who has found themselves in those compromising positions and made a choice to choose the material over the immaterial. And the immaterial is your own soul. That doesn't mean that they can't come back. That doesn't mean that they cannot, get it together. They can get it together. So I wish them all the best. I wish they come back to their true essence, to their true soul, that they all heal. Kimberly, Sean, all of them, including Donald. Donald really needs to heal. I don't know what Donald is doing, but they all need to heal. Nay Jackson. Nay, we have a very, very young person though. So I'm curious, where is your parents at right now? Like, parents, are you not monitoring what your children are watching on YouTube? Are you just like giving them the device and just like letting them go for broke? I think it's a little much. But I see it. I see it. I ain't gonna act like I don't see it. I see it. I see it for certain. Oh, they're asleep. I didn't say you were alone. I just was like wondering where they were at. Okay, well, that's, I guess, more confirmation that I have to go into that arena that I have been trying to avoid. But it keeps coming up. Talk to the youth. Talk to the youth. They can get it. And I'm just like, talk to the youth. I don't know. Make music for the youth. Do this for the youth. Da, 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 da. And I'm like, really? This is what you want me with the babies? You want me with the babies, God? I think these grown folks need this information too. But your woman with the babies, apparently, I'm supposed to be with the babies. So, hey babies, listen babies, don't follow every freaking thing you see on this daggone screen. Okay? Use your mind. Trust how you feel on the inside when you see something. You may see something and it doesn't feel right. Trust that feeling. It ain't right. It ain't right. It ain't right. That's my advice. That's how I would sum up what I have learned for a 6-year-old. 6-year-old is like kindergarten, right? Don't say where you're going to school. Didn't they say he was going to school? Well, I guess they're using, sometimes people's schools and classes are on YouTube. So maybe they were like about to do like an online class and ta-da! The SupaTea Podcast Show popped up. Not sure how quite it went. Just speculating, just making a guess, Jordan. But Nay Jackson, I would like you to share my channel with your parents when they wake up. When your parents wake up, share the channel with them. Make sure that they are okay with you watching this channel. Okay, you're in first grade. Okay, Nate. Well, again, share this channel with your parents. Um, I did put on there it's not for children, so I would say that if you are on your device, that your parents need to put some parental controls on there because you shouldn't, right? Really great spelling. You should have parental controls, like on your device. Parents, any parents out there, there's 13 people in here. If you are a parent, there are controls. You can put parental controls on all of the apps: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. You can do that. I advise you to, and I also advise you to monitor. I know you can't be with your child everywhere all the time, but you can definitely monitor their device usage. Definitely do that, please. Please, 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 please. I remember when I was young, right? Before this stuff existed. It probably did exist, but only with the government. But before the public had access to these devices, and I remember like going into my mom's room and she thought she hid something and it was not hidden and I probably should have not synced it. And that was before this. This is so easy. Like you can just put something into Google. You just see this Nay is a good speller. Yes. Yes. Yeah. You may be very highly intelligent, Nay Jackson, but the fact is you are still, according to what you're saying, uh, a minor. You're still a young person. You're still a child. So as intelligent as you may be, it's just you have to stay safe. And that's what the adults, your parents, are in your life to do. They're there to keep you safe. They're there to direct you. Direction. This right here, this telephone should not be what's directing you. Your parents should be what's directing you. Those who love and care for you should be who you trust to direct you, not adults. I'm a stranger. Anybody that you see on the internet that you don't know personally is a stranger. With that being said, I feel like I've done enough momming today. Like, my son is 25 years old. I didn't come on here to do this. Bye. Shoot. I'll be on here parenting and stuff. I'm gone. I'm